San Pellegrino, lemon flavor. Tart and sassy. More than I need, but I just can't decide. Still have plenty of carrying space.
First aid kit, and you won't regret it.
Best part in the middle. This will probably go faster than it did on my Tediore run. I was getting really irritated at how ineffectual my Tediore shotgun was. Some might say, well, what do you expect? It's Tediore. But actually, Tediore guns can be at least decent if they have quality parts. A clip is a device other than a speed loader used for loading a magazine or a cylinder.
Hello, Marcos here. I've got an opportunity for you. Come see me at my place in T-Bone Junction.
Take up arms to fight the oppressors. You must leave the fighting to us when our schedule will permit your defense. If you are stabbed, control the bleeding as best you can. If you find yourself
I hate Sight 1 on combat rifles. Not a big fan of Sight 1 on sniper rifles either.
Hello, traveler. There are new missions available on the T-Bone Junction bounty board.
right here. Let's catch a rat.
Let's get some wheels. Let's get out of here.
I'll never stop complaining about it because of how purposeless it is, how pointless it is to have a cheap chintzy magnifying lens of a scope that barely provides any zoom, and basically all it does is it cuts off your peripheral vision. Still hoping to find a stomper with an 18-round mag.
The loot be mine.
Iridian shotgun. One of my favorite Iridian weapons. Well, I don't know if I'd say favorite, but one of the most tolerable Iridian weapons. I like that wind effect.
Come in, come in. Have a look around.
Absorb a lot of recoil.
An
Allowing you to stay
anaconda.
accurate throughout the fight.
Should I buy it? I'm not going to. The anaconda always has barrel 4. Not going to buy it. It has a bad body
Pleasure
type.
to be doing business.
If it was a masher or an elemental, I would buy it.
If you are stabbed, control the bleeding as best
But because
you
it's
can.
just
If you
ordinary,
find yourself sitting on the soul, get
the
off.
blade isn't enough to get me interested. I'd rather have a spiked shotgun, to be honest with you. And it has body 1, so that's a no-go.
What do you want? Spit it out.
Get your man's here.
Best part in the middle.
Need something? I think we're done here.
Let's get you rolling.
I can't remember the last time I found a masher anaconda. So why do you suppose they gave the Raven a 21-round mag and not a 25-round mag?
Going to need a nuclear reaction to generate the 1.21. Oh, hey, hello! My secret lab. Terror Pavilion. Yes, I like that one best. Maybe you can in college. Head down to the Hyperion Belt to find parts for my
Payload rifle. But I think it had barrel 2. Which I hate. Yep. Barrel 2 on a Torg is especially bad. 91.8 accuracy. I mean, that's approaching the inaccuracy level of a gamble. Morty can make up for that, of course, with his focus skill, especially combined with a Ranger class mod. Or a Sniper class mod.
Hyperion asks, what good is a gun that doesn't shoot where you point? Get a gun
Brute.
that's as
These are
accurate as
awesome.
you are.
And it has barrel 4. Most of the brutes I've seen have barrel 4. The most powerful barrel.
Only by the best. If
fire rain.
You'll be frustrated. You won't regret it.
Can't help wondering how much money I'd have at this point if I wasn't doing an allegiance run. Because I'd be spending a lot more money more often.
Hey, over here! Yoo-hoo! Yes, you!
What am I interested in? What's on my shopping list?
Combines good damage, high fire rate, and recoil reduction into
Best part left side, best part right side. Best part right side. Stomper, what is it, a 34 or a 43?
I'm really good at this.
I sure got you right now.
Enough walking.
Wasn't quite sure where that guy was. He must be on the other side of the garage. Have you ever blasted Skagzilla out of that arena? I've actually done that before using Sledge's shotgun, but it's really hard. Good sights on that. And a decent barrel type too. Good parts on that. Barrel 3, body 3, and a good cylinder type. Barrel 5, body 4, stock 3. And it's found along with a support gunner comm, so
Hyperion asks, what good is a gun that doesn't
it's like Christmas,
point? Get a gun that's
as Roland would say.
as you are.
Yeah, that's not good enough. Yeah, level 34. I came away with... I never noticed this before. I didn't know Dahl repeaters could have different grips. This one has a hand guard, and this one doesn't. Just never noticed that before. This one has barrel 5. I think this might be barrel 2. What the hell kind of sights? I know I've complained about those sights before. Why do you aim over the peak instead of through it? Yeah, it's a 34 Stomper with body 1, so it gets sold. Barrel 3, but all of its other parts are type 1. And a 12-round mag, so just not good enough. I mean, what were they thinking? You know, if you aimed a pistol like that in real life, you would hit above your target. If you aimed any gun like that in real life, with the front sight lined up, but aiming over the rear sight, that means you have the barrel tilted up. Tetanus Warrens is already on my list, just as it was on my Tediore Allegiance run. So why are so many games like that, where the front sight lines up with the center of your view? Sometimes it can be a little bit off, but instead of aiming through the rear sight and lining it up with the front sight, you instead aim way over the rear sight. That would be a good gun for brick. 16-round mags for machine pistols. So skimpy. 36, that's more like it.
Even the best gunman gets hit from time to time. So make sure your shield is up.
He doesn't yet offer missions, but he will after I do this one that I'm currently on.
First aid kit. You won't regret it.
Best part in the middle.
This isn't working!
So one white chest has level 34 Dahl, and another has level 43 Dahl. Where's the logic in that? Where's the consistency? And the chests are right next to each other. are you supposed to aim accurately? It has barrel 5, so I feel compelled to get some use out of it. Let's see.
Light some people on fire.
The only matadors I like are the ones made by Atlas or Jacobs that have a bare minimum accuracy of 30
Stuff
something.
been showing up missing lately. Makes you wonder.
30 point something.
Always the way to go. It's hard to see new opportunities with old equipment. Upgrade now. If you need healing, step right up.
A ceiling fan with no ceiling.
I hope you're avoiding the negative element around here.
Scooter asked me to tell you about a little something something he needs done. You should ask him about it.
Not just Scooter, but also Marcus.
Huh. Hey, man. Hey, you need something? Hey, I'll catch you later.
How about that sarsaparilla?
There are new missions available at the New Haven Bounty Board.
Why there's no mention of Marcus? I mean, how would anyone on their first time playing this know that Marcus offers that mission? I will do this, and then these. But since the shops have changed over, I'll go ahead and check it. I know there are some more white chests around that area, just outside of town, around New Haven, but I don't feel like checking every white chest.
Cheap, reliable, lightweight, and incredibly
Even though
versatile.
I have found legendaries in white chests before.
Now to get to the boat first, you're gonna need to eliminate HMS here.
Best part in the middle. I still haven't found a well-parted, intense Cobra on my Tediore Allegiance run.
Come here.
Or an intense pounder, even. I'd settle for an intense pounder. Built from good parts, of course. It has to have body 3, 4, or 5. And a bare minimum accuracy of 87.5. Not bad, not bad. That would be awesome as a masher. Barrel 5 combined with body 3 and a good cylinder type. That's not spectacular, but it's serviceable, and it has an 18-round mag. Best part in the middle. 99% of the weapons and items you find in this game are junk.
What do you need, an invitation? Come here.
I'll skip T-Bone. I'll go right to Firestone from here.
Hyperion asks, what gun is a gun that doesn't shoot where you point? Get a gun that's as accurate as you
That looks just like the one I have on my Tediore Morty, except it deals less damage. But it has similar parts. Same barrel, same cylinder type. Barrel 3 and a Type 4 cylinder. Okay, this sucks. But a different body type.
And honestly, what else do you need?
Cruel swatter. Not cruel enough.
Just can't carry enough bullets for your favorite gun? Sounds like you need a storage deck upgrade. Supplies limited. Let's trick out your ride.
Let's get out of here.
Dahl's guns absorb a lot of recoil, allowing you to stay.
As a matter of fact, my Tediore Morty's shotgun, level 40, is built from similar parts as this. At least the barrel and the cylinder. Barrel 3 and a Type 4 cylinder.
Accurate throughout device. Let's get you rolling.
Do I still have... Yeah, I still have this one.
I trick out your ride now.
It's time for another round of flesh.
Should have taken one shot. Why did it take more than one shot? Maybe because I really don't like shooting from the hip. So I'm not very good at it. I'm not very good at shooting from the hip. And I don't like aiming with scopes when they're structurally superfluous, as they are on pretty much all shotguns. But I don't just hate shotgun scopes. I also hate scopes on other types of guns that just don't need them. Like certain types of SMGs.
If he took more than one shot, you weren't using it.
There's an intense rifle. Why couldn't my Tediore Morty have found that? Good barrel on that, but it's a 34. And a good scope too, barrel 5 and sight 4.
All the latest and greatest in high-powered weaponry and gear sold right here for your convenience.
I keep the medical equipment working, more or less.
I could tolerate this type of scope on a Hyperion Death. With barrel 5. I could also possibly tolerate it on a Striker. Those bastards, I'll get them for this.
All this stuff.
How's that for a structurally superfluous scope? Combined with barrel 2.
More meat for me!
Remember those awesome Dahl shotguns I had on Playthru-1? And they all had barrel 5? And yet they still unleashed 9 pellets per shot instead of 7. Most shotguns with barrel 5 shoot 7 pellets at a time. Sometimes that's different. Sometimes it can be 8. And sometimes it can be 9.
Going up against a bedrock opponent, you need a better gun.
a scope on a shotgun.
Hey, this is where the cars land. Get you one.
And as if that's not insulting enough, it's a shotgun with a stockless pistol grip.
Let's get some wheels. Enough walking.
It's like something you'd see in a lame Hollywood movie. Video games get a lot of their bad habits from movies. When it comes to how guns are portrayed. Pick it up. Use key. Don't fail me now. Ugh. I know this is an old keyboard, but still. That sort of thing irritates me.
Dahl's guns absorb a lot of recoil, allowing you to stay accurate throughout the fight.
I like the Thanatos.
Buy a first aid kit and you won't regret it. Someone always has the
Some players
upper
think of it
hand.
as
Make sure it's you.
kind of an ordinary gun as far as legendaries go, because its only claim to fame is an extra huge mag capacity. But if you get one that has some flavor to it, by that I mean an elemental capacitor, it can be lots of fun. Especially in the hands of Morty. Second to him would be Lil. As Lil, you would probably want an electric to be, and you'd probably use it in conjunction with a Tempest class mod. Did you see how that first shot scattered all around him? Perfectly illustrating why it's ridiculous to have a scope on a shotgun. Even if it has barrel 5, you still don't need a scope on a shotgun. I hate shotgun scopes, and I want to punch the person who came up with them. In the face. I did that out of frustration.
My.
Best part left side, best part right side.
Wanna shoot a lot of bullets really fast?
Barrel 5,
Has your needs covered.
which Tediore, Vladov, and Torg don't take full advantage of. Because they all end up with an accuracy rating below 70. I think Vladov shotguns take the absolute least advantage of barrel 5 because their accuracy rating with that barrel is something like 66 point something instead of 68 point something, and that's just lame. I'm not going to go to Headstone Mine. I want to get this over and done with. I do want to check that red chest over there. If this was a Tediore shotgun, that would have taken 12 or more shots just to take that guy down with the same parts.
Just walked into the wrong part of
Really good at this.
Fired one burst more than I needed to. That's it. I hate it when I perform a two or more melee strikes on the same enemy when their health is like at a sliver like that and they still don't die. So lame. Turtles all the way down. Where were you a moment ago? Something worthwhile, level 43, Dahl. That's a well-parted combat rifle, though. Barrel 3, body 5, stock 4, I think. But it's topped off with a Chintzy Sight 1 and has a 12-round mag. Shops are about to change over, or did they already? Now watch how quickly go fast this battle will go compared to how it was on my Tediore Allegiance one.
Jacob scans do one thing really well. Power. And honestly, what else do you need?
I need a stomper. I'll put this one on because its sight will make it easier if it, well, it, let's just see how it goes. Hopefully my car won't get blowed up. That doesn't do anything. That does. Of course, if my shots had actually hit, too confusing trying to aim like that. Get these stupid trees out of my way. You ever wonder why Torg and Dahl shotguns have foregrips if your character doesn't hold them like that? Am I the only person who cares about stuff like that? Really? I can't be the only one. Sometimes those fire explosions can burn you through the walls. Mothrak actually killed me as Vladov Roland on Playthru-1. See how much easier it is to aim with iron sights? It's easier to lead your target. Your peripheral vision is not obscured. Can't see. That's all it takes to screw you up when you're trying to scram back in here. And the cloud of smoke gets in your face and you can't seem to fit your character in that doorway. Happens to me all the time when I'm fighting this thing.
There's no end to my power.
I might go for mind games next. That's its face. I guess. That's what it has for a face. Just throw your confetti all over the place willy-nilly, why don't you?
Dahl makes guns for professional mercs. They're heavy, accurate, and effective, assuming you're strong enough to hold one.
And it didn't bomb my car. shops have changed over. That means I've got to do another shopping spree. Good barrel on that, but it's a level 34.
The answer is philosophy is tech plus ammo capacity equals I win. And you too can see what it feels like to hold the power of the gods in your hands.
Yes, I will take that. See what else we've got here. Good parts on that. Barrel 3 and body 3 and a good cylinder type.
Spares no expense in making guns that excel in every area.
Don't have any
Your grenade should do more than just explode.
elemental weapons, so I should prioritize that. I want best part in the middle right there. I'm most interested in acid and fire, revolvers, and SMGs.
I used to be a galaxy-class scientist. I've been reduced to a babbling
This Raven has barrel 5, body 1, stock 1, sight 2.
Dahl's guns absorb a lot of recoil, allowing you to stay accurate throughout the fight.
See how weak that is? It has barrel 5 and only 7 pellets per projectile. I mean 7 pellets per shot, even though it's a combat shotgun. The penalty of barrel 5 on a combat shotgun. I think it's material type that can give you 9 pellet payload.
Do these teeth make my gums?
If you have a combat shotgun with barrel 5. And I don't know if that's true for all brands, but we know it's true for Dahl because it was that way with the really good Dahl shotguns I had on playthrough 1 of this Dahl Allegiance run. Skip T-Bone and I'll go right to Lucky's.
Hyperion asks, what good is a gun that doesn't shoot where you point? Get a gun that's as accurate as you are. First aid.
Best part in the middle.
We're good.
I'll keep the one shot.
Teach them a lesson! They got too many guns on me!
Forget it.
Are you about ready to get rolling?
Let's get out of here. Enough walking.
I never know for sure if my melee strike while in phase walk is actually striking the enemy, or if what's actually killing them is me coming out of phase walk.
Iron Atlas, and you too can see what it feels like to hold the power of the gods.
Poor man's hellfire right there. Of course, that's just a euphemism. Well, now there's a weak shotgun, and it's a Dahl, but it's built from shitty parts. The worst barrel, well, I don't know. Some might say barrel 2 is actually technically, well, good parts on that. That would make a good master right there. Times 4 fire. Some would say barrel 2 is worse than barrel 1.
Right, trick out your ride now.
Because it, even though it offers a bit more damage, it's also the least accurate barrel. Still wondering why Tetanus Warrens is on the list, if I haven't gone there yet.
Jacob's guns do one thing really well. Power. And honestly, what else do you
That's
need?
actually a well-built rifle right there. Oh, look how weak that is. Oh, the base damage, but only because it's time 2 exploding. Barrel 3, body 3, sight 3, stock 1. If this had an 18-round mag, it would be a perfectly decent, perfectly serviceable combat rifle. Skip the last 20 seconds.
Cheap, reliable, lightweight, and incredibly fast reload speeds. Tediore makes a
Overscoped. Of course, there would be a phone call. Just a moment. Ugh. I'm back.
Want to shoot a lot of bullets really fast? Vladov has your needs covered.
I still needed to get more use out of sniper rifles. This one has good parts.
Hi, man. What you want? Hey, I'll catch you later.
Skipper, and this is my catch a ride. Can't rest that one way or the other. Get your meds here.
This isn't working!
Panacea with the best part in the middle. Where were you on my Tediore Allegiance run?
400% more awesome. Also, torque doesn't make the guns out of freaking wood.
Of course, it would default back to a mission other than the one I intend to do. It always defaults back to the story mission.
I'm really good at this.
They don't even have to take off, they just appear in the air automatically. I hate that. See? So irritating.
Nobody kills my buddy!
Why did that grenade not do more damage? Not like it was a Tediore grenade or a Vladoff proximity mine.
Aw, did that hurt? Yes, feel it!
I do like this type of scope aperture. Looks like a retro TV set.
If you need healing, step right up. Don't know who to trust? You can always trust the gun at your side.
Good sights on that, even though it's otherwise junk. Jackhammer. Expecting more. Thought that would have roasted like at least half of them. So irritating. I don't know which is more irritating, these skitterlings or those scythed. Still can't decide exactly which is the most annoying form of scythed. A big spider ant will come out right about here. There it is. How is that not a... I really hate that. I would expect that from a Tediore shotgun, but not from a Dahl. Built from these parts. Man, exactly what I wanted to do right there. This is going to go a lot faster and smoother with Dahl than it did with Tediore. What? No. One shot at that range with this gun. Okay, now I'm having flashbacks to the shitty time I had here on my Tediore run. That's what I want every time. Minor enemies like this. This shotgun should be able to take them out per shot at this range. Two shots. Did that first melee strike not hit? Okay, now I'm irritated. I don't do disappointment. It's not my style. I've mentioned this before in past episodes. Maybe it was on my Tediore Allegiance run, but it's something I have in common with Jean-Baptiste Emmanuel Zorg. Jackhammer. I don't care what anyone says, disappointment should not be the status quo. What am I stuck on? This ain't no place for a hero. Can't shoot through water. I wonder if they fixed that in GOTY Enhanced. And why did they call it GOTY Enhanced? Why didn't they just call it Borderlands Remastered? The hell did you come from? Why didn't you die from 2 shots? Every time I think it's over and done with, there's another one, and then another one, and then another one. Annoying little shits all over the place. It's an infestation of annoyance. Use key, wake up. Mashing down on you and you're not responding. Too bad that's not a masher. I mean, not that I can use it anyway.
All right, boys, take him out.
Did that grenade do anything to anyone at all?
Let's teach him a lesson.
Screw it. This is going to take too long if I stand there and try to kill all of them. So that was that way. What sort of reload did my other shotgun have? Why'd that take 2 shots?
What the hell are you?
Forcing myself to tolerate the shotgun scope because this shotgun is otherwise awesome for the most part. Still disappointed by the fact that it sometimes takes 3 shots to kill an ordinary mook at medium range. Like, see? Why am I not? Oh, why? Really? Why couldn't that have just destroyed all of them?
Mine.
2 white labeled junkers. Level appropriate, but white labeled junkers nonetheless, out of a red chest. Don't insult them. Alright, now which way was I heading? Jump key, wake up, respond. Hate that so much. This is going way faster than it did on Tediore. That seems kind of odd. My Tediore Morty got one of these on Playthru-2 from the claptrap in Sledge's safe house. I'm not comfortable with that kind of randomness. Finishing off my drink there. Hurry up and die faster. Wonder if I broke that crystal off from shooting through that, which reminds me of an episode of Eon Flux. I mean, the old Eon Flux from the early 90s. When it was on liquid television. Which I used to tape. On literal tapes. Back when I had a mullet. At a time when it was socially acceptable. Hashtag mullet shaming. Yeah, I'll stick with that. Quite the spaz, isn't it? Another Iridian. Iridian blaster, it's basically like an Iridian assault rifle, you could say. This went way more smoothly and way more quickly go fast. With Dahl than it did with Tediore. It took so long with Tediore because the same enemies just kept coming back over and over and over again. See, I would expect these two to come back. And I mean, they would come back in what would seem like not exactly a timely fashion. Way too fast. And it made what should have been a quick and easy mission take forever. Plus, I'm sick and it was after midnight. So, just irritating for multiple reasons. I actually like the Bombardier class mod. Hardly anyone uses it.
You can always count on Marcus guns.
I kind of would like some flavored bouncing Betty grenades. But I want acid or fire. primal enough.
Enough to hold one. If you need healing, step right up.
Best part in the middle.
Traveler will protect me. The traveler will protect me. The traveler will protect me.
The traveler came with a tour
To my shop.
to defeat the Slore.
You won't find fighter gear anywhere on the planet.
Pleasure to be doing business.
Now a shopping spree. I'll just work my way up the list. Good body type on that.
You just need to shoot.
Good barrel on that. But look how weak it still is. That's Vladoff for you. Shouldn't one burst be enough?
Ah, first aid. Regret it.
5 rounds, I mean, just seems like that should be enough.
Let's trick out your ride.
Let's get some wheels.
Granted, I'm probably not putting all of those shots on target because it's hard to aim when your sights zoom in when they really don't need to, and the enemy is right up in your face. And I'm not the type to shoot from the hip most of the time.
Cheap, reliable, lightweight, and incredibly fast reload speeds. Tediore makes an easy-to-use gun. Are you about ready to get rolling?
Did I check that other white chest here? Yeah, I did. I'll go T-Bone, Tartarus, Underdog. I'll go ahead and splurge on an over-leveled weapon or item if I find one that's really worthwhile. The Anaconda just wasn't good enough. Too ordinary.
Hello, Marcos here. I've got an opportunity for you. Come see me at my place in T-Bone Junction.
Who are your leaders? Who makes the decisions that will most affect your lives? Before you answer,
I sure got you right now.
Let's get out of here. Enough walking.
Traveler. There are new missions available on the T-Bone Junction Bounty Board.
Come on. Ugh.
Don't be shy. Come ready.
Atlas spares no expense in making guns that excel in every area.
Talk to you later.
Only by the best.
Does the Guardian ever have an 18-round mag? It always has body 4. Always has a fire rate of 7.7. Can the Guardian spawn as a stomper?
Step right up.
Because that would be pretty cool. That would be worthwhile.
Hey, let's get you rolling, man.
I don't think I've ever in my life found a Guardian that was ever worth using. I only ever use it to regen ammo for better combat rifles and or machine guns if I'm not using a class mod that regens ammo. That works pretty well for Roland if you're using a tactician class mod. Because then you can use a tactician class mod to maintain your health. And you can use a Tediore Guardian to
What do you
maintain
need,
your
an invitation? Come here.
ammo supply for all of your combat rifles and machine guns.
If you're on a budget, Tediore is always the way to go.
Don't really need an explodey. Plus it's not accurate
Don't settle
enough.
for anything less than the best. If you need healing, step right up.
Best part left side.
Do these teeth make my gums look fat?
Nope.
Dahl's guns absorb a lot of recoil, allowing you to stay accurate throughout the fight.
Oh, if that was a masher, a swift masher, it has barrel 2 and body 3, and a good cylinder type.
Even the best gunman gets hit from time to time, so make sure your shield is up. If you need healing, step right up.
Still no need to upgrade my bank because little to nothing that's worth stashing. I could go ahead and retire these level 34 SMGs. They served me well.
Combines good damage, high fire rate, and recoil reduction into one lethal weapon.
Put that there. Well, I don't know. That looks good enough. This went way more better than it did on my Tediore Allegiance run. Still, I need to find a level 43 analog to this. It has to be a 5-line purple. It doesn't necessarily have to be a model 660. Just a 5-line purple. Till next time, catch you on the flip side. And see you next mission, slabs.